Welcoming KEW fans, we have exciting news for you. Not one, not two, not three, but 4 new wrestlers have made it out of the KEW's Academy. We'll see the first of them here tonight taking on Mark. It's Jason the Torpedo Thorpe taking on Mark the Magnificent. The 4 of them came together in one collaboration. They're emerging as a tag team in a foursome, and we'll see the tag team represented later today. But here's the first member of it.
Making his way to the ring from London, England, weighing in at 195 pounds.
The smallest member of their new team. It's the Torpedo. Look at the veins. The man is stressed. He's ripped and ready to go. He's got the pants covered in the questionable white marks. Don't shine a UV on them. Don't, especially not the back. Don't shine the UV there. Goodness me, what's he been up to in the locker room? Here he comes though, the Torpedo, slowly making his way into the ring. He looks mean and moody and focused as he stares down the camera. The woman in the front row there, checking out the briefs, says to him, "My goodness me, it's worse than a Jackson Pollock painting." Up the stairs as he comes, as he makes his way into the ring. The little fella challenged vertically, but doesn't threat his power, wiping his feet on the edge of the ring as he just about makes it over the second rope. He is, of course, a diddy wee fella. And there he is in the ring, ready to go. The Torpedo fired up and ready to launch at his victims. Stares around menacingly, hands behind his back, covering up the stains on his pants. Not stains, the marks. They're not stains, they're definitely not stains. There he is, prowling the ring, ready to go. His opponent for the evening, his Magnificence. And here we go, leaving the scepter in the back. He claims he doesn't need it anymore, doesn't need the powers it represents. He takes a slow walk down to the ring, shaking his head there at the KEW fans, an arrogant smile on the man. The fans will not take kindly to his newfound arrogance. You can see there the women in the front row not happy with him. Again, looks around questionably at the KEW faithful. Maybe giving them a little bit of lip there. Look at that, pointing to the crowd saying, "You're a joke," having a little laugh. Hopefully he's not being too mean to them. Makes his way up to the ring. This then, the battle of the wee men. Holds onto his crown as he ducks under the rope. Makes his way around the ring there. Maybe he's pretending he's got his imaginary scepter as he places nothing in the corner, making his way to the middle of the ring, and looks arrogant but fired up. Here we go then, the battle of the wee men, as I said, and Mark flying out of the Hurricanrana there, the Torpedo already on the floor. Mark goes for the hit, but the Torpedo ducks under it, only to get an elbow in the face from Mark, who's round, twists around him now, and down onto the floor he goes. Rope break there though, from the submission hold from His Majesty. A little stomp to the back and a stomp to the chest, the veiny chest of the Torpedo, who's on the floor in trouble already. A twisting leg drop there, straight to his face, and the Torpedo already in a spot of trouble. Nice kick to the back there from His Magnificence. He makes his way swiftly around the ring, running around to the corner, up to the top. He goes, went for the moonsault, but didn't have the reach on it. Nowhere near his victim on the floor. The Torpedo down, gets a stomp in the back for his troubles, and another reverse leg drop there, straight onto his chest now. Hops over the ropes here and makes his way onto the top turnbuckle, and this time he might be able to connect. Goes and dives straight onto his back. You see the Torpedo rolled over there, so he'd make contact with the arse. 1, 2 count. The Torpedo kicks out there though. He's used to having men jump onto his bum, I'm sure. Picks his man up, and then off the ropes he goes, crossbodies him down onto the floor. And the Torpedo slow back to his feet as Mark picks him up here. Goes for the shot. No, the Torpedo breaks it up. Off the ropes he goes himself, and a crossbody off the ropes there. He's a stringy looking man. He looks very sinuous with all the muscles gleaming in the lights. He has the arm locked in now. Oh, nasty stomp on the back of the arm there of His Magnificence. Gets hold of him now. Dragged into the middle of the ring. You can hear the KEW faithful happy to see some new blood in the KEW. Gets Mark picked up here and drops him nastily onto the head there. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Just a 2 count though. His Magnificence gets the shoulder up, and the Torpedo putting him in the Torpedo's driver. Here he goes. Oh, flying over the top rope with a cross body there, telling his man to get up to his feet. Mark slow back to his feet here, gets a stomp in the back for his troubles. The ref up to a 1 count. Torpedo now driving the knee into the arm of His Magnificence, picks him up to his feet, and His Magnificence thought he'd have an easy victory here, but the Torpedo taking it to him up to a 3 count as the Torpedo makes his way back into the ring. And look at this, taunting his opponent on the outside as Mark slow back to his feet. We're up to a 5 count, points to the crowd and says, let's get ready to get me back in the match. Up he goes and back over the top rope, up to a 6 count though. Little shot there, jumping now up and off, and springboard DDT off his opponent. The Torpedo down again, and a double foot stomp into the chest of the Torpedo. Gets hold of him here, lifts him up, and massive snap suplex there. Absolutely jettisoned the Torpedo. Looked like he went flying across the ring almost there. Maybe it's the lighter weight frame Mark found easier to pick up. Little elbow blow there. And now the Torpedo, a few swift hits to His Magnificence in the face. Look at that. The stare from the Torpedo. Mark trying to run away. Gets the drop kick to get out of the handlock there. And now off the ropes. Crossbodies down onto his man. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Not a 2 count there, just a 1 count as the Torpedo had enough left in the tank. Mark now gets the headlock locked in and elbowing the brains of the Torpedo. He looks a bit shook up by that one. Gets him now onto his knees and back up to his feet, and now gets hold of him. And no, a few elbows there from the Torpedo make him able to battle out of that one, and a crossbody off the ropes of his own there, bringing His Magnificence down to the ground. The Torpedo now waits for his man to get up, assessing his victim on the mat, whips him into the ropes, spins him round, and face plants him down on the floor there. Picks his man up now, and then off the ropes again for another spring crossbody there. Big athleticism on display here from the Torpedo. Little hit there to His Magnificence, gets hold of the arm, wrenches it round, and he looks like he's going to have to position him on the floor. And stomp viciously on the arm again there. That's got to do some big damage. And no, he's rolled Mark up here, and up he goes. His Magnificence round, and another. Drives his head into the knee. I thought it was going to be a Torpedo driver. It goes for the cover. 2. Just a 2 count though. His Magnificence gets the arm up and springs straight back into action. Gets hold of the Torpedo now. Lifts him high, and down he goes. Rolls him over, and we've seen this before. The crocodile-like suplexes as he rolls his man over. Here comes number 3. Up and over he goes, and down onto the mat the Torpedo goes for the cover now. 1. Just a 1 count there though. The Torpedo with plenty left in the tank, he says. You've got to do more than that to put me away. Mark gets him up now and gives him a cheap shot to the face to level him back down to the mat, and gets hold of his man and rams the arm into the canvas there. Gives a knee drop straight to the face of the Torpedo. He's slow here to recover the Torpedo. Another knee drop straight to the face, and Mark perhaps looking to do enough damage to give him a concussion and put this one to bed. The Torpedo doesn't like he knows what day of the week it is. Mark now scoops him back up to his feet, gets hold of him, and nasty little snap DDT there. Again looking to do the damage to the head of the Torpedo, and a drop kick down to the mat he goes again. And Mark now taking the time to get up. Is it time for him to get froggy? It is! Big frog splash from the top rope, goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3, and that was enough to put it away. And there we have it, His Magnificence with the victory there. And you can see it looks like the Torpedo might have twisted an ankle. He's called the official over, and His Magnificence says, well, I didn't mean to injure you, immediately out of the gates. And he's going over to check on his man, very gracious. And the Torpedo now, he's helping him back to his feet. Look at the sportsmanship here from his... the Torpedo's attacked him. Oh my goodness me, the cheap shot out of nowhere. And His Magnificence, look at him now, he's taunting His Magnificence as he goes up the ramp and says, I'll see you in the next pay-per-view, laddie. You and me, we've got unfinished business. Shocking end here, ladies and gentlemen. The Torpedo might have been enough more than he can chew, but he does look a deadly customer for the KEW. We'll move into our second match for the evening here then, ladies and gentlemen. We did say that Benji was looking to make his way out the power rankings, and he immediately came out and has challenged a Firefighter, our KEW champion, to a one-on-one match here. We'll see if that was a wise move or not, ladies and gentlemen. Only time will tell. Benji, of course, looking to try and revive his KEW title hopes. He'll be thinking if he can knock off Dude Jeans and then come in against the KEW champion and knock him off, he'll be in great standings to have a shot at the title. And there he is, our KEW champion in resplendent form. Salutes to the crowd as he looks happy. Rips off the belt and shows it off to the crowd. 219 pounds of British wrestling muscle. The Firefighter is our KEW champion, and you can see there, takes his time and lifts the belt high above his head. The classic KEW championship as it's known. Another snapping salute to the crowd. He is a fan favourite and the crowd love him, and why not? The KEW arena looking resplendent with the champ gracing us with his presence. Lifts it high here as well for all the crowd to see. They'll love it. They'll love the title and they'll love the champ. Here then comes his opponent for the evening. After binning off Dude Jeans in his last match, he's decided to try and take on the KEW title holder, the champion, to try and win back what he thinks should be rightfully his after he won it in the first place. Our first inaugural KEW champion, Benji. His career's hit the rocks since then. Can he turn things around here? Making his way down to the ring. Ready and fired up. He, of course, has been through the Jeans Jorts Wars, as has the Firefighter himself. And both men came out victorious in that battle. We'll see if the Firefighter continues his notoriously slow start in matches, and if he lets Benji in early, it might be a difficult match for him if he does. Benji is a difficult customer after all, and if he gets those submission holds locked in, will the Firefighter have enough left in the tank by the time if he gets off to a slow start to get and power out of them? We'll find out here, ladies and gentlemen. Now Slobberknocker on the way next for you, and here we go. Bell rings and immediately, both men missing their initial attacks there, a drop kick and a cross body. Now Benji gets hold of the Firefighter and whips him down and gives him a little shot to the back there. And now wrenching on the arm here, you can see already Benji sees that as his opportunity to try and get the submissions in, deal the damage early. Double foot stomp to the Firefighter's face. The Firefighter's big bonus move really is that he's got the longevity. Here we go, immediately Benji getting the tentacle wrap locked in, and the Firefighter powering out of it for now, whips Benji down to the floor with a little Russian leg sweep there. Down he goes. But the Benji immediately back out with a few kicks here, giving the thigh into the face of the Firefighter. Scoops him up and big shot to the back there, but he's quickly up to his feet. Benji, I don't know what he was doing there, swinging wildly in the air. Perhaps he got a little confused, his glasses were skew-whiff on his head. The Firefighter takes advantage though and gives him a big scoop slam over there. Now slowly makes his way over to Benji, gave him a bit too much time to get up there, and a German suplex that Benji delivers to the Firefighter. As the Firefighter rolls out for a breather, Benji giving a bit of time there. The Firefighter breaks it up though, a little kick to the guts, and gets hold of Benji, whips him into the ropes. Big shoulder charge there, and Benji down on the mat, and now the Firefighter giving him a stomping, and look at the power on display here. Scoops him around the tummy, picks him up here, shows off to the crowd and flips him over and down onto the mat, and then big elbow drop in the face for Benji. He's down, and who knows here, big stomp to the face as well. The Firefighter now looking like he might have a bit of measure of control here, checking his laces are done up there, lets Benji crawl onto the ropes, and a big went for the clothesline, but Benji ducks out of the way and shows off to the crowd himself. Now the Firefighter on the outside with the 1 count. Benji lets him climb back into the ring. Cheap shot from the firefighter there to get Benji away from the ropes. And Benji says, I'll make you pay for that. Whips him into the ropes here. Ducks under him. Here comes the firefighter. And lifts him up and gives him a shot to the guts. And then a big kick in the back of the head. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. I'm surprised they got a 2 there. The firefighter's got much more left in the tank, I would have thought. Benji gets hold of the head now and stomps on it there. Big boot from Benji straight to the face of the firefighter. This is a matchup we've not really seen in the KEW so far. Benji breaking up the firefighter's intentions there. The little kick to the stomach. But the firefighter gets hold of him and lifts him over in the side slam there. And Benji smartly rolls out of the ring for a little breather. The firefighter's out after him though. Benji gets hold of him from behind and gives him a reverse facebuster into the floor. Gets hold of him on the floor now, gives him a stomp on the face. Both men here determined to try and get the win. The firefighter will want no one questioning his ambitions to be the KEW title holder. And Benji will see this as a fantastic opportunity to get himself up the KEW's rankings. Gives him the kicks here. I said to watch out for these deadly kicks from Benji early doors. And he's doing a lot of damage to the firefighter, who's crawling to the corner for a breather, it looks like. Slowly making his way over there. Benji with the shot to the ribs here. Gets hold of him. Whips his head into the corner now. Now lifts his man high up onto the top of the turnbuckle. Hooks the arm over and a big, nasty looking DDT off the top turnbuckle there. Goes for the cover, Benji. 1. Just a 1 count though. The firefighter, plenty left in the tank. He's not going to give up anytime soon. Benji with a spin kick there. The firefighter ducks under it. And now big shoulder charge here. Could this be the momentum shifter? Another shoulder barge. Says to Benji, get up. Ducks under him. Lifts him up. And down he goes. A big backdrop there. And you can see him strutting around. Goes for the cover immediately. 1, 2. Just a 2 count though. Benji able to get the shoulder up and rolls up immediately to face his opponent. A little slap there, a bit disrespectful to the firefighter. Drags him over, then gets hold of the arm. He's got him, locked him in an armbar. The ref says there's a rope break there as the firefighter's too close and gets a toe up onto the ropes. Benji though gets hold of his man now, dragging him off across into the centre of the ring. What's he got in store, Benji? That's the question. Big shot to the face there. Lets the firefighter slowly get back up and then gives him a shot to the face with the thighs. Hops over his man now. Now the firefighter with a hurricanrana and whips Benji down to the ground. The firefighter taking advantage of the missing momentum from Benji and giving him the bear hug here, squeezing the life out of him. But Benji is able to elbow his way out of it. Show quick shot to the head of the firefighter, and then the firefighter gets an elbow up there, gets hold of Benji, whips him into the ropes, and then picks him up and tosses him over. Big back body drop there. And the firefighter now making his way up to the top rope. Up he goes, waiting for Benji. Big punch off the top rope, delivering the fire alarm straight into his face. 1, 2. Just a 2 count now. Benji had enough to kick out of that and rolls out of the ring for a breather. Quickly back to his feet though. The firefighter, the slower of the two, back to his feet, but he stayed in the ring. Now he hooks Benji up. Over he goes. A fireman's carry. He goes for the pin. 1, 2. But Benji somehow has enough left in the tank. The firefighter's got to be questioning, what have I got to do to put my cousin away? Big shot to the face there. He's rolling around on the mat. Now gives him a kick in the back for his troubles. Says, next time I give you the fireman's carry, don't you dare think about getting up. Rolls him over again, another cheap shot to the back, and you can see Benji might not have much left in the tank. Manages to push the firefighter off though. Now gives him double knees to the chest, winding the firefighter. He lets him crawl to the corner, takes a breather himself as he runs across the ring now. The big butt smash in the corner. Down he goes, and gives him a butt smash in the corner as well, charging his booty straight into his face. And now he's waiting, Benji, poised, waiting for the firefighter to get back to his feet, and then gives him a little punch there, whips him around, gets hold of him from behind, and down he goes. He's got the Ekins wrap, locked in, Willie tap. He's getting, no he won't. The firefighter's just enough left to power out of it. Benji though, a master of those wrapping techniques, the tentacle and the Ekins wrap. Two of his Pokemon favourites. Shoulder charge, down to the ground he goes. Now gets hold of him and shoves Benji's arm into the mat, and the firefighter here might have done enough to swing the momentum back his way. Benji looks like he might be a little forlorn on his feet. The firefighter's got hold of him, is taking him to see the corner, introducing his face to the top turnbuckle there. Gets hold of him and scoop slams him down onto the mat. Now the firefighter climbing onto the second rope here. Says to Benji, get to your feet, lad. I've got something in store for you. Dives off. No! Massive springboard DDT there. So off the second rope DDT. Waiting for Benji now to get back to his feet. Oh, ducks under. Says you can't see this coming. Kicks him in the guts. Up he goes. Down he comes. Fireman's carry. It looks like he might have spent all his energy there. Gets an arm over. 1, 2, 3. There it is. The KEW champion defending his belt. Proving why he's the champion once and for all. Taking Benji down. Benji will be disappointed. Oh, Tange has turned up. What's this, ladies and gentlemen? We know Tange wants a shot at the title. Look at this. He's staring down the champion in the ring. The Tange face to face with the KEW champion as the firefighter lifts it high above him in his face and says, you want a shot at it? You can have it anytime, any place. Come and get it if you think you can. Goodness me, we'll see what develops there, ladies and gentlemen, but Tange looks furious and motivated for his next KEW belt. And here we go then. We move into our next match for the evening. Another one of our new KEW wrestlers. We'll see the Cyclops taking on Big Dan. Big Dan will take the record for the tallest athlete in the KEW, coming in at a lofty 7 foot. And the Cyclops, of course, we've only seen sporadically recently, and here he comes.
Making his way to the ring from London, England, weighing in at 263 pounds.
Former member of the Teachers Union, of course, divulged off of them when they elected to go with the dark lithid powers of the ploughman over his own sensible demon hunting prowess. He now stands alone in the KEW as a solo athlete, and this will be the first opportunity he has outside of the Teachers Union to prove what he's worth. Diving out of the ring and threatening the crowd as per normal with his four-fingered salute. He is, of course, a troubling wrestler for many an athlete in the KEW. He's faced many a giant before. None bigger than this man, though.
And his opponent from Istanbul, Turkey, weighing in at 324 pounds.
324 pounds of pure Turkish muscle. The man who claimed he was only 15 to 17 in our school and yet was clearly 35. Here he comes, Big Dan, with the moustache, the chest hair. The giant frame leaps up the stage, just about makes it in the second rope. Look at the size of him in the ring. He's a massive man, 7 foot tall, and he will be a real problem for athletes in the KEW coming up. You can see he's got his traditional Turkish colours on, the red and white tracksuit, the headband. He'll take off a few layers, I'm sure, to get in the ring with this man. And there he is, his tribal tattoo on display. Look at the size of him in the ring, ladies and gentlemen. He almost towers over the turnbuckles, but the Cyclops is out faster here. And look at the power on display from the Cyclops. Scoop slams him down to the ground. We know the Cyclops is a powerful wrestler in his own right. And he's taken on many a giant in the KEW previously. He's screaming and ranting to the crowd here. Gets the Big Dan up and gives him a knee to the face. Picks him up again and now giving him a boot into the guts. And Big Dan very slow out of the gates here. We know he's it's his KEW first appearance here, but we expected him to be a little faster out of the blocks, especially considering the torpedo earlier was slow out of the blocks as well. Now Big Dan getting another booting from the Cyclops and a big punch to the face there. And he's already in a lot of trouble here. The Cyclops, of course, is a dangerous wrestler in the KEW. He's pummeling his face on the floor here. Big Dan there, rolling out of the ring to get a breather, but the Cyclops says, I need to use this match to get my momentum back in the KEW. Sorry for your luck, Big Dan, but if you've drawn me first out the gate, you're going to have a tough time. Big Dan now, though, on the offensive, locking in the ankle up there, maybe trying to break the ankle over his giant frame, wrenching on the ankle. And the Cyclops now on the outside with Big Dan. The pair of them lock up, and Big Dan launches him back in the ring for climbing up and into the middle rope himself, almost too big to fit through it. Now gets hold of him and gives him a swift kick to the knee, whips him around, and oh, big clothesline there, drags him down, goes for the cover. 1, just a 1 count though. Big Dan up, here he comes. Letting the Cyclops get up. Oh, big knee delivered to the head. He almost sent him flying round. Little screams to the crowd there. Off the ropes and big body drop there. It's a big frame to be dropping down on you. You can see the big hulking muscles of the big fella. Gets the Cyclops up, picks him up here. Onto the shoulder he goes. And drops him on the top rope there. And the Cyclops so quickly back up, eyeballing his man. And now he battles out of it here. Big Dan fighting against the Cyclops. Big clothesline there. Drops him down to the mat. A little stomp there on him, and the Cyclops trying to get up. And gets a knee to the face. These two really are almost more like brawlers than they are wrestlers. Picks the Cyclops up now, does Big Dan. Picks him up above his head. The height here on display. He's doing press-ups with him, showing off the power. And drops him over the top of his head there. Onto the mat he goes. And now, big man on the second rope here, saying to the Cyclops, get up if you dare. The Cyclops slow to his feet. And dives off but misses completely. And the Cyclops now able to get a punch in and picks the big fella up. And fells him down with a big punch. Hooks the leg here. It's a big leg to hook. 1, 2... Just a 2 count there though, as Big Dan pushes the Cyclops off pretty easily. The Cyclops a little punch there, gets hold of Big Dan from behind, lifts him up and spins him round and a spinning powerbomb onto the floor. You can see the power on display from the Cyclops. Big Dan now on the outside. The Cyclops diving over the top rope. And lands on top of Big Dan on the outside. Big Dan down. His big Turkish pants on display. And the Cyclops now trying to put him to sleep as he got him wrapped up. No, Big Dan picks him up like he's a toddler. Tosses him off. And now look at this, the monstrous man looks over him and tries to whip him into the turnbuckle, screams to the crowd, and the Cyclops looks like he's running away from his man as he climbs back into the ring, and in comes Big Dan. The Cyclops taking a breather in the corner, not a wise move. Big Dan with a few furious right hits there. Now choking his man with the big leg of Big Dan there. Lets his man roll out of the corner. Now over the top rope he goes. Making his way up to the top turnbuckle. That's a big man to be up that high. Waiting for the Cyclops to get back to his feet. He's up here. Dives off. Big shoulder charge from the top rope there. Goes for the cover now. 1. Just a 1 count, no. Quickly back to his feet as the Cyclops. Goes for the spear, but look at that. He leapfrogs over it using the height on display here from Big Dan. The height and the athleticism. Now he's waiting, poised for the Cyclops to get back to his feet. Went for the boot to the guts, but the Cyclops catches hold of it and gives him an elbow for his troubles. Gets hold of him from behind, lifts him up and spins him round for another spinning back power bomb. Picks him up here, back to his feet is Big Dan. The Cyclops trying to lift him, but Big Dan says, no you don't, I'm too much for you lad. Whips him into the ropes here and then lifts him up and slams him down, showing off the power on display here. And now look at this, picks him up off the mat, lifts him high above the head, showing him off to the crowd. The Cyclops stiff like a board. And over the head he goes. That's almost an 8-foot drop, ladies and gentlemen. It's a massive impact from that high. And here, look at this, the power on display from Big Dan, showing off to the crowd, stomping on the back there, saying to the crowd, I'm the new powerhouse of the KEW. Nasty vicious stomp to the arm there. And I think the Cyclops might be in trouble here, ladies and gentlemen. Big Dan's really got things going. He scoops the Cyclops up and sit down powerbomb. And again, that's such a high way to come down. Big Dan now letting the Cyclops get back in the corner. Look at this, showing off to the crowd, giving him the double thumbs down. Charges across the ring. Big clothesline there. Splashes off the Cyclops, goes for the cover. 1, 2, just a 2 count though. The Cyclops gets an arm up and Big Dan's furious. He wanted his first KEW victory. Now he's poised and waiting for the Cyclops to get back to his feet. Gives him the kick to the guts this time. Tucks him up he goes, spins him round and down he comes. The old Turkish massage there. 1, 2, 3, puts him away. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. There might be a new powerhouse entering the KEW. Big Dan has his first win, and he is a monstrous man. And look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Giving the suck it symbol to the KEW faithful. That's not going to endear yourself to the fans. Teetering round the ring. And look at this, showing off the booty as well. Little fist pump there. The Cyclops down on the outside as Big Dan reveling in the moment. He might be the new powerhouse of the KEW. They'll take a lot to stop him. The size and the might of the man. He'll be a ferocious athlete in the future episodes and weeks to come, we dare say. We'll move into our final match for this evening, and this is our last two new competitors who you can see there matching up against James the Cat and the BFG. We'll introduce them as they come into the ring. But first of all, we'll make way for the KEW's new tag team, the Tubby Moggies. In come the pancakes to the crowd and the empty boxes of cereal where the BFG has already emptied them. The man's been snacking on them backstage, still rhythmic hips to the big fella. It's what the ladies came to see, and James the Cat knows that he too could become somewhat of a magnet if he sticks with the BFG. I heard a woman in the crowd there scream, "Oh yeah, she's here for it. She knows what's in those that cereal box." As he throws it into the crowd and slides in and crawls along. Look at that. The sexual prowess of the BFG on display as he slides into the ring and then is in the corner. Here we go. Look at those rhythmic hips as the pancakes come soaring into the crowd from James the Cat. I'm not so sure the BFG will enjoy them being thrown away, but he's probably already had his fill as he's rhythmically gyrating for the ladies in the crowd. The things they love to see is the big fella wiggling their hips, and there we go. Make sure the other side doesn't miss out. A little wiggle for them as the woman puts her hand up in the front row. She enjoyed that one. And here they come then. Two members of the KEW's newest tag team, matched up, of course, with Big Dan and the Torpedo. We've got the Mystery and Cold Ears Craig. They are the Misfits. Who is the Mystery? Who's behind the mask? Maybe we'll never find out. But they look fired up here as a tag team. Cold Ears Craig in his Yeti outfit. It's said that he has some sort of powers that were given to him, and frost powers potentially, as the two of them make their way into the ring. They are dangerous athletes in the KEW. Look at that, the Mystery trying to show off the muscles. They're not quite there. He's a bit spindly really. And we'll see Cold Ears Craig in his full splendour once he gets his Arctic Tundra outfit off. The two of them ready to go though. There we go, the BFG first in the ring with Cold Ears Craig, and there are the cold ears on his head. He's got his Arctic outfit on and he's ready to go. The pair of them lock up and the BFG gets hold of Craig and gives him a big clothesline there. And Cold Ears, with a swift kick to the face of the BFG though. Now, tried to charge the knee into his face but completely missed. Goes for the chop here and a second, a third. Furious chops there as the BFG stumbles into the corner, and an uppercut for his troubles as well. Slumped down into the corner now. And now he's getting choked there. But he gets a swift kick into the back of Cold Ears, who wasn't paying attention. The BFG, of course, will have more wrestling experience here. Gets Cold Ears into the corner and bounces him off the corner there. Now wrenching the arm. Those big Yeti arms, of course. And he's got the Yeti fur on the legs too. It said that he went to the Arctic in search of Yetis to try and gain their Yeti powers to bring back to the KEW, so he'd have a bit more prowess in the ring. As you can see with his Yeti outfit, I think we can say he successfully found the Yetis, and that he will have the Yeti powers to power him in the KEW. The BFG though splashing him into the corner, and again the new members of the KEW, slow starters here. BFG hooking up with Cold Ears now, gives him a shot to the leg there. He's slow out of the corner is Cold Ears Craig, whipping into the other turnbuckle now. The BFG working him around the ring and might go for the tag. There we go, tags in James the Cat and climbs out of the ring. James the Cat looking at the Mystery in the corner, but splashes Cold Ears. The Mystery wants the tag, goes for the covers as James the Cat won. Just a one count there though. Cold Ears with plenty left in the tank to kick out of that. Might go for another tag. No, he's going up to the top rope here is James the Cat. And Cold Ears is down. He says to Cold Ears, "Get up, I'm about to give you an ear bashing." Up he goes. Oh, diving across the ring, but Cold Ears gets out of the way and smartly takes a breather on the outside. And now he's straight over to deal with the Mystery as James the Cat punches him in the face. And the Mystery now scooped up in the air, and oh, down he comes on the side of the ring. Those question marks on his spine, taking a damaging, but Cold Ears is straight over to give James the Cat a clothesline and a big knee drive to the face there. Gets hold of James the Cat from behind. Oh, it looks like he's got hold of him by the eyes. Oh, an eye rake there as he's getting to his feet. And now gets hold of him. Oh, and chops him down to the ground. And another chop to the ground. And he's slow, trying to make his way back to the ring is Cold Ears. And the Mystery now looks like he wants to tag here. Will Cold Ears go for it? He doesn't look like he's paying much attention. I think he phased out there for a minute. And James the Cat gets hold of him, whips him into the ropes, and giving him a big back body drop there, scooping him up and over and slamming into the mat is Cold Ears as the pair of them lock up now, and James the Cat shoulder charges Cold Ears down to the ground, picks him up here, locks up with him, whips him into the corner, gets the tag to the BFG, and we're yet to see the Mystery into the ring, and James the Cat whips him over, and oh, a 3D in the ring, look at that, the BFG screaming at the crowd, and here comes the Mystery. Whilst he was too busy screaming at the crowd, the BFG, Cold Ears dove over and got the tag. The BFG gets hold of the Mystery now, picks him up, scoops him up, and power bombs the spindly frame of the Mystery down onto the ground. And you can see the Mystery in his purple and green outfit here, reminiscent of the Riddler, with the question marks all over his costume. Who's underneath that mask? We don't know, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe we'll never know. Head rammed into the corner. The elbow there from the Mystery to get him out of trouble. But he's pushed down to the ground from the BFG, who gets hold of him now. But the Mystery is quick up and gives him a little leg tug to the floor there. And it looked like James the Cat wanted the tag, but the Mystery won't let the BFG go for it. Whips him into the corner now. And Cold Ears is watching on as the Mystery gives him a kick to the guts. Oh, wrenches his face along the ropes there, going for the eyes, blinding the BFG, making sure he can't see what's going on as he rams the head into the floor. And the Mystery now working his way around the ring as the BFG goes for the tag, and back in comes Cold Ears. I'm not so sure the Mystery would have been wise to get Cold Ears back in that soon. James the Cat, shoulder charges him down to the floor. Maybe the Mystery didn't see the tag coming to James the Cat. Big splash there, goes for the cover, but the Cold Ears able to kick out pretty easily. James the Cat is, of course, the freshest man of the four in the ring now, going the swift hits in, and a springboard DDT onto Cold Ears, and he's down, and that might be good night. James the Cat screams to the crowd and gets his man up. Axe handle smash to the back here, and shoulder charges the Mystery down to the ground. He might look for the tag here to the BFG, whilst Cold Ears is down on the outside, and the BFG now walking around the ring, sitting in the corner waiting for Cold Ears to get in, stomping his feet. Not a wise move really when Cold Ears is right in front of you. Maybe he thought he could sustain the hits, but he clearly can't. Big chop and a big few hits here from Cold Ears, and it's left the BFG rolling around the mat. Rolls out of the ring now, and Cold Ears is going after him straight on the outside with those Yeti legs and Yeti arms. Has he got the Yeti power that he needs? Gets over the BFG and clotheslines him down to the ground. He's now rolling and wriggling around the BFG as Cold Ears Craig slowly makes his way around the ring and climbs back in. He might go for the tag here to the Mystery. Looks like he's switched his attentions to James the Cat and turns around at the last minute. The BFG is in and splashes him down to the ground and then wrenches his arm into the floor. Goes for the tag to James the Cat. Here comes the readiest man in the KEW. Stunner onto Craig Cold Ears. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. The Mystery's in though, and it's broken up at the last minute. And James the Cat has got to feel a little aggrieved there. He probably thought he had that one wrapped up as Cold Ears Craig is at a spot of bother now. Whipped into the corner. No, reverses the whip. But the BFG gets a hit in and breaks it up. And both men are a little stunned by what was going on there. And now gets hold of him as James the Cat lifts the Craig up. And no, Craig's over the back of it and gets the shot into the leg. Now if he can take James the Cat down for a moment, it might be a good time to tag in the Mystery. Here he goes, slowly making his way over to him. Goes for the tag, just as I said. Good team play there from the two of them. The Mystery now. James the Cat off the rope. Springboard DDT. The Mystery straight into the floor. The Mystery quickly back to his feet, or tried to, but James the Cat gets a hit in and a shot to the back. Now he might go for the tag to get the BFG in. The Mystery now with his back turned to the BFG. A little elbow there straight to the face, whips him down to the ground, gives him an elbow to the face for his troubles as well. Is he going to tag in? He's surely not. He is. He's tagging Cold Ears Craig straight back into the match. I'm not so sure that's wise. The Mystery's not like he wants any part of the match, to be honest. Perhaps he fears the weight of the BFG, the weight mismatch between the two of them. Maybe it's just them trying to match each other up here, and the BFG rams Cold Ears face into the corner. Oh, the Cold Ears battles out of it though. Now gets over the BFG, the power on display, the big man's up, oh, big power bomb, goes for the cover, but James the Cat is immediately in to break it up. He says, we're not losing that easily, don't you worry, Cold Ears. The BFG quickly back to his feet, whips him into the ropes here, ducks under, and then Big lifts him up, oh, drops the Yeti onto his face here. He rolls out of the ring, and he's straight after him, the BFG. He's not going to give him the time or the patience to get back up, lets him get to his feet slowly. Big punch and a second, a third, fourth. Gets hold of his man now, whips him across the outside, close to smashing into those thin railings that they have around the KW. Now the BFG screaming to the crowd. He might look to try and put this one away. It could be a historic first victory for the BFG, or second now. Oh, lifting Cold Ears up by the ears, slamming him down onto the ground, getting hold of his man. Hopefully he's not going to put him in the ring post. Cold Ears manages to elbow his way out of it though, up to an 8 count on the outside, and both men have got to try and get back in. Cold Ears slides in, as does the BFG, and Cold Ears missed the opportunity to get the advantage there. The BFG gets hold of him, whips him into the corner, and now slowly makes his way over. Gets hold of him, rams his head into the corner there, and he might be in a spot of trouble here. The Cold Ears gets the elbow up at the last minute though to avoid a catastrophe from the BFG. Whipped into the corner now, and now the BFG might be in a spot of trouble in the opposite corner, choking him with the big foot there. Right into the neck of the BFG, and there's a lot of neck to choke. Oh, the BFG with a swift kick though to get himself out of trouble. Gets hold of Cold Ears, picks Cold Ears up, oh, slams him down onto the mat, and he might look to go for the tag here and get James the Cat in, who's basically as fresh as can be. Out goes the BFG, here comes James the Cat, and Cold Ears might be in a spot of bother. James the Cat gets hold of him, German suplexes him across the ring, goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Tubby Boggies who take the victory here, and it's not been a great start for the new KW wrestlers. Oh, look at that, he's hugging the big fella. There's a lot to hug there, skipping round the ring, and the big fella with the rhythmic hips. It's what the fans, what the ladies came to see. Look at that, the rhythmic jelly on display. As Dr. Hibbert would say, look at that flop of line. Oh, James the Cat giving twerking a try. It's not really working for him. He needs a booty like the BFG to get that one going. Goodness gracious me, ladies and gentlemen, what an explosive end to KW. I think you'd agree that we've got 4 new good additions to the KW. Not that we saw much from the Mystery. Perhaps we'll see more for him next week. But thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on KW Live.